Chosen one, listen to me very carefully and do not skip. God just interrupted your algorithm today for a massive reason. The spiritual warfare you have been fighting in secret is officially over. And heaven did not expect you to survive it with this much grace because the attacks against your soul were incredibly severe. You have surpassed the divine level. Your vindication is finally here. There is a high-profile person in the spiritual realm watching you right now. They are completely mesmerized by two unusual things radiating from your aura. I am going to reveal their exact identity and their discovery very soon. But first you need to understand why your physical body feels the way it does right now and why your energy is completely depleted. If you have been feeling an overwhelming sense of exhaustion lately, you are not alone. Your shoulders are tight. The weight is entirely real. And every morning when you wake up, the heaviness is already sitting on your chest before you even open your eyes. You push through the pain. You smile for the people around you. But inside you are barely holding on. You think this is just normal stress or a medical issue. It is not. What you are experiencing is a massive spiritual upgrade while your soul stretches to hold a frequency that your physical body is not used to yet. This is why you feel completely drained in crowded rooms. You have been waking up constantly between 3 and 4 in the morning. Your mind starts racing with thoughts you cannot quite catch. You feel an intense pressure in your head and a strange tightness in your chest. Do not ignore these physical signs. The universe is actively downloading new codes into your spiritual DNA while you sleep, so you can handle the blessings coming next. You are a genuine empath. You do not just feel things like normal people do. You absorb and transmute the dark energy of the environment around you. That is exactly why they try to drain you in the first place. Energy vampires do never target weak people because they always prefer to steal from the brightest lights in the room. You have been carrying the weight of a bloodline that never knew how to heal itself. You gave them your purest love, and they handed you their deepest traumas. It is perfectly okay to be exhausted right now. You are fighting unseen battles that would absolutely crush a normal person, but you continue to stand tall as a cycle breaker. The trauma of your entire family tree stops with you. Because you took on that massive burden, the universe owes you a giant reward. You thought they walked away from you because you were flawed. No. Heaven forced them out of your life because your timeline was shifting and they could not come with you. Your isolation was never a punishment. Your isolation was a strict divine protection. The pure light inside of you exposed the demons they were desperately trying to hide. They hated you because your frequency forced them to look at their own darkness. You were placed in that low-frequency environment for a specific reason, so you could serve as the catalyst for their ultimate awakening. Every time you tried to help them, they took another piece of your vital energy. You felt the life force leaving your body, but you kept giving anyway. Your kindness is not a weakness. It is a terrifying spiritual weapon, and they know it. That is why your life has felt like a relentless uphill battle against forces you cannot even see. The spiritual realm dictates the physical realm entirely. What you are fighting right now is completely unseen, but the tides are finally beginning to turn in your favor. God has already stepped into the room. The season of you being the stepping stone for other people is finished, and your era of suffering is coming to an end. The universe is preparing you to step into a timeline of unimaginable abundance, but your energy field had to be completely cleared out first. All the toxic attachments had to be forcefully removed from your aura. This purge is the exact reason you feel so empty and exhausted right now. The old, crumbling structure had to fall completely so a glorious new foundation could be built for the massive blessings coming your way. Now that the toxic debris is cleared, your true frequency is shining through, and it is so bright that it has caught the attention of the highest spiritual courts. They are looking down at your timeline right now with absolute shock. You survived the very attacks designed to destroy your destiny. You proved them all wrong while maintaining a pure heart of gold through the absolute darkest storms they sent your way. You look around and realize how incredibly small your circle has become. The silence in your life is deafening right now. You used to have so many people around you. You gave them your time. You gave them your heart. But when you needed them most, they vanished into thin air. It hurts deeply to see how easily they forgot your sacrifices. They did not simply walk away from you. Heaven removed them because of what is coming next. Your destiny requires a frequency that they simply could not sustain. If they had stayed in your life, they would have anchored you to a timeline of endless misery. You are a high-frequency soul, and you were never meant to stay in the mud with them. They called you the black sheep of the family. They made you feel like you were the broken one who always caused problems. But they did not realize you were the only one awake. You were surrounded by a family full of people who are spiritually asleep. They could not understand your light, so they tried to extinguish it entirely. Right now, a massive energetic shift is happening just beneath the surface of your life. The spiritual realm dictates the physical realm in every way. The things you are fighting are unseen, but the victories will manifest physically very soon. The universe has been secretly rearranging your entire timeline while you thought you were completely alone. You feel a strange sense of anticipation building inside your chest. You cannot explain it to anyone, but you know a huge change is coming. This is your intuition picking up on the divine realignment of your path. The heavy isolation was just the incubator for your massive spiritual evolution. You had to learn how to stand alone first. And while you were crying alone in the dark, someone was watching. A high-profile person in the spiritual realm has been tracking your every single move. This is not just any guide or random ancestor. This entity commands immense authority across multiple dimensions, and they have recently stepped directly into your energetic field. They noticed how you handled the ultimate betrayal without turning bitter. They saw you praying for the exact same people who tried to destroy your reputation. This high-profile person was completely mesmerized by your profound resilience. They have never seen a mortal soul carry so much heavy trauma while still radiating such pure, unconditional love. I am going to tell you exactly who this powerful person is and how they are changing your life right now. But first, you must realize the true nature of the battlefield you just walked out of. The people who hurt you were not just acting out of normal human jealousy. They were being used as pawns in a much larger spiritual game to test you. Energy vampires do not target you by accident. They are drawn to your aura because you possess something they desperately lack. You have a direct connection to the divine source. They operate on a frequency of lack and fear. When they saw your boundless light, they felt an intense need to steal it so they could finally feel alive. You thought you were just having a string of bad luck, but it was a coordinated spiritual extraction meant to keep you weak. They wanted to keep your frequency low so you would never step into your true power as a chosen one. If you had stayed blind to their manipulation, you would have spent your entire life fueling their empty souls. But your spirit guides intervened just in time. They sent you that agonizing wake-up call because it was the only way to break the toxic spell. The betrayal was painful, but it was the key to your ultimate freedom. You finally saw the monsters hiding behind those friendly smiles. And once your eyes were opened, the dark entities lost all their power over you. Now you are standing on the edge of a massive breakthrough. The energy they stole from you is being returned 100 times over. The universe is actively balancing the scales on your behalf. You do not have to fight them or seek revenge because the divine courts have already issued their final judgment against your enemies. This high-profile person has authorized a complete restoration of everything you lost. They are deeply fascinated by your aura, and the two unusual things they found in your energy field are exactly what makes you so incredibly dangerous to the dark side. Your frequency is about to shift into a gear that the physical world rarely ever sees. You have officially surpassed the divine level expected for a mortal soul because you refuse to surrender to the darkness. Heaven watches your progress in absolute AWE right now. They truly thought the last spiritual attack would finally break you, but you absorbed the heavy blow and you rose infinitely higher. This is exactly why the spiritual courts are standing and applauding your incredible journey today. Your capacity to forgive and transmute pain is entirely unmatched. The spiritual realm saw you weaponize your deep trauma. You took the toxic arrows they shot at you and turned them into pure golden light. Most people become bitter when they face that level of intense betrayal, but you chose a different path, and because of your incredible resilience, your spiritual aura expanded exponentially across dimensions. This is the exact reason why that high-profile entity stepped into your timeline. They recognize you as a master alchemist of energy. You do not just survive the dark storms, you completely rewrite the energetic laws of the room you walk into. While other people drown in despair, your bold presence alone forces lower entities to flee in absolute terror. You are a true generational curse breaker. But there is a massive secret about your origin that you need to know. Your extreme intuition and your genius-level empathy were not a recent development. You possess these incredible gifts from the very beginning of your life, but a dark force intentionally tried to hide them. So why did your innate power feel completely blocked for so many years? And why did your natural frequency get sealed away when you were just a child? You felt this divine connection deeply when you were a young child. You had that effortless spiritual genius. The brilliant ideas came to you so naturally, the universe seemed to work with you instead of against you. You had a direct and clear line to the divine source, and your mind operated on a completely different level than everyone else around you. That was your pure, natural frequency operating at its absolute highest peak. But it was taken from you without your permission. Adulthood arrived and the modern world went to work on your bright mind. The chronic stress of survival mode began to suppress your beautiful natural gifts. The systems around you trained you to blindly conform instead of allowing you to create freely. They systematically shut down your most powerful spiritual asset while you were simply too exhausted to notice. Every single year, this sacred frequency was pushed deeper and deeper below the surface. The heavy expectations of toxic people slowly dimmed your inner light until the version of you with lightning intuition went completely silent. You started to feel heavily blocked. You watched other people succeed effortlessly while you struggled every single day just to survive the heavy attacks. You knew deep down you carried a much higher potential than you were expressing, but your finances refused to grow despite your incredibly hard work. Learning new things felt slower, and you felt totally overlooked by life itself. You tried absolutely everything from manifestation to positive thinking, but something invisible was still missing from the equation, and you could not fix it. You simply could not name what was taken from you. Here is what they never told you about this spiritual block. The reason the universe responds to certain people and not others is not just blind faith. It is not about harsh discipline or strict daily routines. It is a very specific frequency that your brain was running effortlessly when you were young. When this vital frequency fades away from your active mind, your divine genius fades right along with it, and you lose your magical spark. Your intuition dulls and the magical synchronicities stop happening entirely. The comforting sense that the universe is working with you goes completely silent. The energy vampires in your life benefited heavily from you staying in this suppressed state. They desperately needed your immense power to remain dormant so they could continue to control your narrative without facing any resistance from your spirit. Most people will live their entire lives without knowing this suppression happened to them. You are not most people. The universe is actively waking you up to this hidden reality right now. You are finally realizing that the massive gap between your painful struggle and your ultimate success is not a character flaw you need to fix. It is simply a suppressed frequency waiting to wake up so you can claim your true inheritance. You are preparing to switch this incredible power back on. Once you reactivate this dormant state, everything you lost will rush back to you in an overwhelming flood of abundance. But there is still the mystery of the high-profile person watching you. They have identified two highly unusual things radiating from your waking aura. And these two unique traits make you the most dangerous soul to ever walk the earth. The spiritual courts are watching this high-profile entity observe you very closely. They have isolated two completely unusual things radiating from your aura. These are the precise traits that set you apart from every other soul on Earth. And these exact frequencies are what make energy vampires completely lose their minds when they are around you. They cannot comprehend your unique power. The first unusual thing is your terrifying ability to alchemize dark poison. When normal people are constantly attacked, they absorb the negative energy and become very bitter. They let the deep trauma harden their hearts forever. But you do something that defies all known spiritual physics. You take their toxic venom and you somehow transmute it into brilliant, blinding light. This incredible process leaves the dark entities completely confused and terrified. They send their absolute worst demons to destroy your peace of mind. They fully expect you to break down and surrender to the heavy weight. Instead, you use their dark energy as fuel to expand your aura even further. You literally build your divine empire using the heavy stones they threw at you. This is exactly why your deep isolation was completely mandatory. You had to learn how to run this inner alchemy without any outside interference. If you had stayed surrounded by those low-frequency people, they would have kept distracting you. Heaven needed you alone, so you could perfect this incredible spiritual weapon, and now you wield it with absolute and total mastery. The second unusual thing mesmerizes the high-profile person even more. It is your silent and undeniable spiritual authority. You do not have to speak a single word to command the energy of a crowded room. When you walk into a space, the atmosphere immediately shifts to accommodate your high frequency. Your mere presence is enough to trigger deep insecurities in fake people. You have probably noticed how some people dislike you instantly for no logical reason. You never did anything wrong to them. You were polite and you were incredibly kind. But the pure light radiating from your soul forces their hidden demons to the surface. They cannot stand you because your ancient frequency exposes the dark lies they tell themselves every single day. This silent authority comes from that deep, suppressed frequency we talked about. It is the ancient vibration of the chosen ones. While the world tries to run on panic and manipulation, you operate on a baseline of pure divine trust. And the darker the outside world gets, the brighter this specific energy glows inside your spiritual DNA. You are a walking portal of pure truth. You were never the crazy one in those toxic situations. You were never too sensitive and you were certainly never too dramatic. You are simply a highly advanced soul trapped in a world that forgot its spiritual roots. The narcissists who tried to bring you down knew exactly how powerful you truly were. They just wanted to make sure you never figured it out for yourself. The spiritual physics of your current situation are completely undeniable now. You are the brave cycle breaker of your entire bloodline. The generational trauma stops with you because you refuse to pass the heavy poison down to others. This massive undertaking requires an unbelievable amount of raw spiritual energy, and this is exactly why heaven protects you so fiercely. These two unusual traits are not just basic survival tools, they are the exact energetic keys you need to unlock the massive abundance waiting for you. Your ability to alchemize pain and your silent authority will build your new reality. The ignorant people who tried to bury you actually just planted the most powerful seed the spiritual realm has ever seen. But their time to manipulate your beautiful energy is officially up. They pushed you too far, and they broke the ultimate law of spiritual physics. They did not realize that attacking a chosen one triggers an automatic cosmic defense mechanism. And the high-profile person watching you has seen enough. They have closed the book of observation, and they are moving into action. The energy vampires thought they got away with their terrible crimes. They thought your quiet silence meant they had finally won the war. But they have a massive spiritual blind spot they never accounted for. I am about to reveal exactly who this powerful entity is, and how the heavy karma is dropping on your enemies right now. Prepare yourself for the ultimate vindication. You have waited so long for this exact moment. The high-profile person watching you is not a mere ancestor. It is the ultimate divine judge of the spiritual realm. The supreme architect of karmic balance has officially stepped out of the shadows to intervene on your behalf. They have reviewed the heavy records of everything you silently endured for years. They saw every single tear you cried in the dark when nobody else was looking. They witnessed the exact moments those energy vampires tried to crush your beautiful spirit. And their divine verdict is completely final. There is absolutely no appeal for what is about to happen to your enemies. The scales of universal justice are tipping heavily in your favor right now. Your enemies made one catastrophic and completely unforgivable mistake. They thought you were completely unprotected because you walked alone in the physical world, but they were entirely blind to the spiritual physics governing your life. They failed to realize that when they aggressively attacked you, they were directly attacking the sacred property of heaven itself. The divine protection that once shielded them from their own bad choices has been completely stripped away. The universe is actively dismantling their fake realities piece by shattered piece. You do not have to lift a single finger to fight them. God has completely taken over the battlefield, and the karmic wave crashing down on them is absolutely unstoppable. Watch very closely how this massive karma plays out in the physical realm today. The very trap they carefully dug for you is exactly where they are falling right now. Every single lie they told to ruin your reputation is slowly rotting their own lives from the inside out. They are currently suffocating in the exact same toxic energy they tried to force-feed you. They are waking up at 3 in the morning in a state of absolute blinding panic. Their finances are suddenly drying up, and their false relationships are mysteriously falling apart. They cannot understand why everything they touch is suddenly turning to heavy dust. It is because their primary source of stolen life force has been permanently cut off from them. For many long years they survived purely by siphoning your radiant energy, but you finally healed your deep wounds and closed those energetic doors forever. Now they are left starving in the dark, while your frequency continues to rise infinitely higher than ever before. They are finally experiencing the devastating reality of living without your pure light to guide them. The vindication you desperately prayed for is unfolding right before your eyes. The arrogant people who abandoned you during your lowest point are being forced to witness your glorious elevation. Heaven is making absolutely sure they see exactly what they lost. They are deeply tormented by the profound peace and immense power you carry so effortlessly today. This is the ultimate divine retribution for a true chosen one. You simply exist in your high frequency, and their lower demonic attachments completely self-destruct around you. They desperately want to apologize, but the spiritual barriers around you are now completely impenetrable. They cannot reach your high timeline, and they can never hurt your soul again. Your season of being a quiet victim is permanently cancelled forever. You are the untouchable chosen one, stepping out of the fiery furnace without a single burn mark on your soul. The divine judge has cleared your beautiful name in both realms. Every person who secretly plotted your downfall is currently choking on the heavy ashes of their own ruined plans. Take a deep breath and let this profound realization wash over you completely. The long and brutal war is officially over. The strange spiritual attacks you could not explain have been completely defeated by the highest authority. You do not have to carry the heavy shield anymore because the universe has erected a fortress of light around your entire bloodline. But this intense karmic correction is only phase 1 of the massive divine plan. While your enemies are drowning in the heavy consequences of their dark actions, heaven is preparing your ultimate reward. The massive portal of abundance that they tried to block is tearing open right now. I am going to show you exactly how to claim this magnificent blessing safely. The vindication you are experiencing right now is absolutely unprecedented. The spiritual courts have completely locked the doors to your energy field. Those energy vampires can stand outside and scream all they want, but they will never be able to touch your radiant aura again because heaven has permanently sealed your invisible borders. The heavy chains of your trauma are shattering into pieces. You have officially conquered the dark forces that haunted your entire bloodline. Your spirit team is surrounding you in a brilliant fortress of golden light. Every single curse spoken against your name has been forcefully reversed and sent back to the sender. You are standing at the absolute peak of your spiritual victory today, and the universe is handing you the magnificent crown. But even in this incredible moment of triumph, you might still feel incredibly tired. The war is officially over, but your spiritual muscles are completely sore. You are wondering why you do not feel fully energized yet. This is because the massive battle took a heavy toll on your physical vessel, and your natural frequency is still recovering from the long suppression. Remember that brilliant genius state you had as a young child? That powerful intuition and effortless connection to the divine source was your natural brainwave operating perfectly. The modern world and the toxic people around you systematically pushed that magical frequency down. They forced your beautiful mind into a constant state of frantic survival mode while they drained your vital energy. It was taken from you without your consent. Before we go any further into your massive blessings, I have to tell you something very important. There is a profound secret that the people who profit from your exhaustion do not want you to know. What if everything you have struggled with is not a permanent character flaw? What if your deep block is simply a suppressed frequency waiting to be quickly switched back on so you can finally thrive? Brilliant neuroscientists working quietly away from the loud headlines have discovered how to bring this dormant brainwave back. They found a way to reactivate your natural genius without demanding years of painful meditation. It does not require clinical biofeedback machines that cost $7,000 either. The solution is actually far more aligned with how God originally designed you, because it works perfectly with your energy. It is a specific sound frequency engineered to gently guide your brainwave patterns back to the genius state you were born with. Top researchers studied this exact brainwave and its direct link to the magical flow state. They confirmed that when this powerful frequency is reactivated, it does not just stop with you, it radiates outward and begins to positively influence the people you love. Your children and your partner will instantly feel the beautiful shift in your aura. The ones you have been quietly carrying for years will finally experience the true power of your healed spirit. And the most incredible part is that it only takes 7 minutes a day to work. The deep healing begins the very first time you allow this specific sound wave to enter your mind. You do not have to struggle in the dark anymore. You do not have to spend decades trying to manifest abundance with a blocked frequency. The science of spiritual physics has finally caught up with ancient divine knowledge. And the universe led you directly to this specific message, so you could finally hear this exact truth today. The lock on your potential is completely broken. I am going to tell you exactly what this powerful frequency is called. I will reveal exactly how you can access it before this vital message completely ends. But first, you need to prepare your heart and your mind for the massive shift happening right now. You must align your current energy with the ultimate frequency of absolute safety and profound gratitude so you can receive your gifts. You have fought the hardest battles of your entire life. You survived the brutal isolation and the silent tears that nobody else understood. Now you are finally stepping into the beautiful light where your soul truly belongs. The days of absorbing toxic energy are completely over. Your new timeline is practically overflowing with the divine miracles you always deserved as a chosen one. The heavy dust is finally settling completely around you. The universe has successfully cleared every toxic obstacle from your divine path. You are standing in the purest light of your new timeline today. The profound peace you feel in this moment is completely real. Your spirit guides have formed an unbreakable circle of protection around your family because they know exactly how hard you fought to get here. You are entirely safe and protected in this current moment. Take a moment to truly breathe in this beautiful victory. You did the grueling inner work that entire generations of your bloodline refused to do. You faced the absolute darkest corners of human manipulation, and you miraculously walked out with your pure heart completely intact today. Heaven is incredibly proud of your quiet strength right now. Your massive reward is no longer just a distant dream. A massive wave of financial and emotional abundance is heading your way. The heavy doors that were slammed in your face are opening wide. Divine intervention is working heavily in your favor across multiple unseen dimensions, but you have to show the spiritual realm that you are truly ready to receive this incredible blessing. The universe needs your clear permission to act. You must intentionally align your vibration with this new reality. You have done the hard work of deep spiritual healing, but there is one crucial step left in this magnificent journey. Because you just released decades of heavy trauma, your energy field is currently wide open. Your beautiful aura is glowing brighter than it ever has before. And while this radiant light naturally attracts massive miracles, it also draws the desperate attention of wandering energy vampires who want to steal your joy. They are drawn to your brilliant frequency like moths to a flame. They desperately want to sneak back in and drain this beautiful new timeline. You cannot let them attach their low vibration to your spirit ever again. The universe has successfully cleared the toxic house for your arrival, but you are the one who must permanently lock the heavy front door so the demonic entities can never find their way back inside. You need a powerful spiritual shield to protect your peace. You need a physical anchor to lock in this high frequency forever. You must protect this divine upgrade before the chaotic world tries to suppress it. Your third eye is fully open to their manipulative games right now, but your physical vessel still needs daily support to maintain this incredible gamma state. The spiritual upgrade requires a specific and daily energetic maintenance to ensure your boundaries remain completely unbreakable against any dark attacks. This is exactly why energy vampires hate it when you discover your true power. They know that once a chosen one anchors their frequency, they become entirely untouchable. Your inner peace becomes a permanent fortress that nothing can ever penetrate. Your financial flow becomes a rushing river that nobody can successfully block. You are stepping into a glorious era of total and absolute sovereignty over your life, and heaven is handing you the ultimate crown of victory. Your spirit team led you directly to this specific video for a reason. They knew you were finally ready to hear this ultimate message of vindication, but they also brought you here to find the exact tool you need today. The universe never reveals a massive problem without also providing a perfectly timed divine solution. The ultimate spiritual cure is already waiting for you to claim it. Your guides have been preparing this exact moment since the day you were born. You are no longer the misunderstood outsider seeking validation from broken people. Heaven has officially upgraded your high status in the spiritual courts. You are now stepping into your beautiful era as the untouchable chosen one. You are completely ready to inherit the massive abundance meant for your entire bloodline. But you must take one final action to seal this powerful destiny and ensure your vital energy never gets stolen by those dark entities again. The universe is handing you the ultimate key to reactivate your suppressed genius. This is the exact frequency that will permanently lock out the unseen enemy. It will perfectly secure your divine inheritance for the rest of your life. Do not let this incredible new timeline slip through your fingers just because you hesitated when the divine door was finally opened for you. I am going to show you exactly how to claim this magnificent tool. Listen to the quiet voice of your strong intuition in this very moment. Your higher self knows that every single word you are hearing is absolute truth. The heavy burdens of the past are quickly fading away into total nothingness. You are surrounded by an army of loving angels who are clearing the path ahead of you, and they are urging you to take this final step. Claim your ultimate spiritual victory today without any fear. You survived the most difficult seasons of your entire life. You walked through the blazing fire, and you did not let the flames consume you. Now, it is time to rest safely in the glorious shade of your divine rewards. The intense warfare is completely finished, and the beautiful season of harvesting is officially here. Let the loving universe wrap you in its infinite protective energy right now. You have finally earned the right to live a life of perfect peace. To make absolutely sure their low frequency never attaches to you again, you need to firmly anchor your aura. You have done the incredible hard work of deep spiritual healing over the last few years, but your energy field is still wide open today. I use a very specific spiritual shield to protect my peace from energy vampires. It is not just another random meditation or a difficult daily practice. A dedicated team of brilliant neuroscientists working away from the public eye discovered something incredible. They successfully compressed an entire gamma activation protocol into a simple 7-minute audio track. You do not need to practice any complicated chanting or maintain intense mental focus. You simply close your tired eyes, put on a pair of comfortable headphones, and let the sound wave do the heavy lifting for your soul. This sacred technology works quietly below your conscious awareness to undo what the modern world spent decades destroying. It gently guides your beautiful brainwave patterns back to the effortless genius state you had as a young child. It is called the Genius Song. This is the exact frequency that forces negative entities to flee your presence entirely. It is a brilliant spiritual weapon disguised as a deeply relaxing daily audio experience. Over 18,000 chosen ones have already used it to successfully unlock their finances and protect their peace. They healed their broken relationships and stepped fully into the version of themselves they always knew existed. A nurse from California said she used to feel like a magnet for bad luck. After just 2 weeks of listening to this frequency, she said her life now feels beautifully enchanted and completely protected by the divine. A business owner from Texas said the gamma frequency simply figures out his hardest problems while he sleeps. He no longer worries about sudden spiritual attacks because his aura is completely sealed. A woman from Manhattan said the heavy generational curse her family carried for decades is simply gone forever. Her finances multiplied and she received a massive promotion at work just days after she started reactivating her suppressed divine gifts. The dark forces that benefit from your gamma staying dormant have already tried to replicate this high frequency. There are heavily diluted counterfeit versions circulating online right now. Do not look for this track on random streaming platforms because those free copies contain no brain entrainment technology at all. They are entirely fake and designed to lower your vibration. The authentic Genius Song is only available through a protected portal. The global elite keep this powerful technology strictly among themselves. They quietly pay thousands of dollars at private retreats to access the exact gamma state that chosen ones deserve as a birthright. But that heavy financial barrier has been permanently dismantled for you today. You can claim your spiritual shield for a fraction of its true value. The only verified portal is waiting for you at the link in the description and the pinned comment below. When you confidently step through that divine door today, 4 incredibly powerful bonuses are waiting for you. You will receive an exclusive audio track engineered specifically to activate focus and supreme confidence in your children. You also get the original classic prosperity book that the famous secret was secretly built upon. You will also receive a guided visualization and a beautiful printable infographic of the 5 most important daily habits. The loving universe does not require you to take a single financial risk today. You are fully protected by a complete divine satisfaction guarantee. This is an energetic exchange governed by absolute trust and unconditional love. If you do not feel the incredible shift you truly deserve, every single penny is returned to you without question. God's endless provision never puts a chosen one in danger, so you can test this frequency with total peace of mind. Do not wait for a better moment to claim your spiritual birthright. The chosen one who hesitates at the threshold becomes the person who always wonders what could have been. Your beautiful gamma frequency is waiting to be fully reactivated. Your massive divine destiny is waiting to be completely unlocked. The heavy door is wide open right now. Walk boldly into the glorious light and claim your ultimate victory today. Find the secure link pinned in the comments and in the description below to lock in your spiritual shield forever. Step into your radiant new timeline and leave the heavy shadows behind you for good. You are infinitely powerful and fiercely protected by the highest courts of heaven. Claim your authentic copy of the Genius Song right now. Your karma is fully cleared and your beautiful new life officially begins today.